You hear me? Yes. So what is the meaning of distributed and central system? Hello, I'm not hearing any response. Yes, Lizzie, tell me. Yes, Arif.
Application instance and a database instance are in the same hardware. That is the single system or central system,
Mm.
and the application instance and a database instance are in the different. In the different hardware.
Mm.
Then it will be distributed system.
Yes, exactly. That's true. Now we are going to see the SID. What is SID here? See, SID is a name to call your system. Okay. So SID is a three-letter word, okay, to call your system. See, like your application layer and your database, we should have a name to call it, because in your real-time environments we have different components. We have seen what is landscape yesterday, right? So each component have landscape. That means development, quality, production, or even more, up to 8 system landscape. We can go minimum 3 to 8. So ECC will have development, quality, production, BW development, quality, production, CRM, like that. If it is the case, how I can recognize my system? Every time I should call ECC development or any other name. Every time BW quality I want, how I can call it as? Like you and me. So we have one name, right, to call. Same way, your system will have one name, that is called SID, system ID we can call it as. It is a three-letter word. Okay. So when you are giving a name to your system, when you are installing, we will give this name. So we need to follow some certain principles. What are those? Is one is the first letter should be a alphabet. Okay, first letter should be a alphabet which is starting from any of the letter from A to Z. Okay, in the A to Z, that too in the capital letters. SID always in the capital letters. A to Z, first letter. Okay, and second and third letters are you can use any of the numeric or alphabets. Means you can use a numeric digit or a alphabet or a combination of both, or both alphabets or both numerics, your choice. But first letter should be a alphabet, second letter, third letter, if you want still the alphabets, you can use it. If you want numerics, you can use it, second and third letter. You want one numeric, one alphabet, second and third letter, you can use it. However, but don't use any special characters in this, like dot, underscore, ampersand, star, any special character. It should not be. Either you have to use a alphabet, first letter, second letter, third letter, numeric or an alphabet only. No other thing. Okay. And there is one more thing what SAP is saying is, don't use SAP standard words or meaningful names words. Like see for example, SAP itself is a SID. If you see as per above rules, first letter is alphabet, total 3 letters, fine. First letter is alphabet, second and third letters I can use, no special character. So it is also a SID, right? But don't use it. SAP and your product name, CCC, CRM, SRM, HCM, BAW, something like that, BW. Okay, don't use the three letter SAP standard terminology. And also apart from that, it is not recommended to use, okay, some meaningful words like all, ALL. So all means there is a separate meaning in the dictionary, right? Some kind of that things, but even you can use it still. But the main important thing you need to consider is, don't use the SAP standard terminology as SIDs, complete terminology. Don't use it, that too 3 letters. Okay. Now in this course, for example, I am taking D11, Q11 and P11. For development I am using D11, quality Q11, production P11 I am taking. So why I am taking this is, you can use any of this or any other names also apart from this. Why I am taking standardizing this naming convention is because I have seen some interviews. People will be asking, or maybe my students are going attending interviews. Suddenly the interviewer asks you, yes, Mr. Ashok, can you tell me your landscape? So how it is and what SIDs you are using. See, being an experienced consultant, you are saying that you are experienced. So how much time it will take for you to answer this? Simply, right? Mine is three system landscape distributed environment with SIDs D11, Q11, P11. Is there any wrong with that? No. But he will come and see? No, right? Whatever you told, he never come and see, and he never come to your company and say, no, show me your system SID. No, he never ask you. Only the thing is, the delivery, how you are doing, how confident you are about that. So whether you are really working or not, that answer shows you. So that is the reason, fix some SID, not only D11, Q11, B1, and I am using this to make you, what you can say, familiarize with these SID names. Any of these, whatever you can frame, put it some standardly, so that it will be easy to answer. And nobody will come and check you whether you told D11, Q11, P11. Nobody will come and tell you, right? That is the idea here. And apart from this, there is no rule to use only D11. You can use DEV, dev also. See, first letter is alphabet, second is third alphabets only I am using. Or DE1, first letter is alphabet, second letter is alphabet, third is numeric. Yes, no special character, no SAP standard word. Instead of Q11, I can use quality, QAS, quality assurance system, or QA1, QA2, QA3, like that. P11, PRD, you can use production, or PR1, PR2, any of this you can use. I am using just for example this. Okay, like that, what your client want, what SIDs, we will educate them during the implementation. If you are in implementation project, we need to educate your client these things. If you know this, then only you can educate. Otherwise, if your client says that A.1 I want, how it's possible? SID A.1, it is not possible. So some clients say that I don't like 0 in my SIDs. Then we prefer other things. Okay, like that, they have some sentiments also. Accordingly, their lucky numbers also will be there. Accordingly, they will give some names. So some naming convention we need to use. What is the naming convention or the naming sequence? I'll tell you now. Why I'm telling this word is because in a big enterprise or any project if you take, you are not using only ECC, right? You might be using some different components, ECC, BW, CRM, EP, SRM, okay, XI or PA, Solution Manager or BO or HANA systems. Like that, we have different systems. And each system will have landscape. That means each system will have development, quality, production. Let us take ECC. ECC has a development system, quality system, and a production system. BW has its own development, its own quality, its own production. And CRM like that, XI like that, CRM, SRM, Solution Manager like that, you have different components in your project. Let us take the 6 components in my project: ECC, BW landscape, CRM landscape, XI or PA, SRM, Solution Manager landscape. Now we need to follow one proper sequence to recognize this easily. It's a best practice. You can use any SID, it's not a problem, but it is better to use one proper sequence. See, for example, I am giving a scenario. There is no rule that you should use like this, but just for idea I am giving. See here, I am using 11 sequence for ECC. Let us think. 11 sequence for ECC. That means D11, D11, Q11, Q11, P11, P11. This is for ECC. Means wherever 11 is there, that is a ECC system. To understand that easily, right? Even though you have 50, 60 systems, wherever 11 is there, that is ECC landscape. D for development, Q for quality, P for production, and S for sandbox, T for training, T11, Q11, P11, S11, or U11, or any other name you can use it. Like that, 11 sequence. I'm just giving example. There is no rule that you should use like this, just for your understanding. Okay. Now, and also we should have a name to database as well. You are putting application layer name D11. Under D11, you have one instance. Okay. Like that, your database is also one instance. So it is a best practice to use the same database SID for that particular system. See, development SAP ECC I am using D11. For database also use the same name D11. Why it is, after this presentation I will tell you why we are using same name for database as well, to recognize easily across your landscape. Okay, so why it is I'll tell you. See here, let us say I have the ECC landscape development D11, SID D11 for database, two systems, quality Q11, Q11 database, production P11 and database P11, six systems I have. Like that, BW I am using 21 series. So D21, wherever you see 21, that is a BW landscape. D21, Q21, P21, same six systems. D21 SAP, D21 database, Q21 SAP, Q21 database, P21 SAP, P21 database, 6. Like that, CRM I am using 31 series. So D31, Q31, P31. Okay, 41, 41 for PI. Solution CSRM 51. Solution manager, say I am not using numbers. SM I am using. DSM, QSM, PSM. Yes, you can use like this also. SM, wherever I see in SM, that is solution manager system, solution manager landscape. Like that, each landscape has six systems, 6 into 6, 36 servers you have with a single instance. This is a normal landscape I am telling you. Okay, and I'm going to give you a big picture with multiple instances, how it looks like. I will tell you now. Before that, any questions here regarding SID and this naming convention? Any confusion? No, right? See, for example, SID I can use like this also. See, in my previous project we used like this. EC means ECC. We are not using ECC word, we are using two letters of ECC. You can use it, but don't use ECC as SID. See here, PEC, QEC, DEC. So this is my ECC landscape. Wherever I see EC, that is ECC landscape. If I am seeing SC, that is SCM's landscape. If I see BW, see BW I am using, but it's not a complete word. PBW, PBW, QBW, DBW. So this is BW landscape, development, quality, production. Or you can use like this also, P2E, Q2E, D2E. See here, E means ECC. My client lucky number is 2. They want 2 in their SID. That's it, their choice. Okay, so P2E, E means ECC, quality ECC, development ECC, D2E. BW system they want B. So D2B means development BW, quality BW, P2B. Like that, SCM or SRM, yes. And XI or PI, X they are using. P2X, D2X, Q2X. Either ways you can use. So the idea of this multiple ways to tell you is, this is not the standard. Within these rules you can use any of this like this, however your client want. We will educate him during implementation, let them decide what kind of sequence they want. Now I'm going to give you a big picture. What is that is, if I have only one instance and one database of that particular system, we have 36 systems now, because development SAP, development database, two servers, because it is a distributed, we are saying, right? Quality SAP, quality database, two servers. Like that, ECC landscape contains 6 servers, development to, quality to, production to. Like that, BW 6 servers, CRM 6 servers, PA 6 servers, SRM 6 servers, solution manager 6 servers. Totals 36 servers in your project. Now, if I have more instances, let us say I have more users, more instances I have, then see, let us say in SAP I have instances 00, 01, 02, 03. Under a D11 system, I have 4 instances. Under this D11 application layer name, we have 4 instances, means 4 servers I have, plus one database. Database is always only one. It is not breakable, it is not multiple. Okay, total 5 servers for development system. Same way, quality also 5. Let us think. Quality also 4 instances plus one database. Total 5. Production also 4 instances plus one database, 5. Total 15 servers in the ECC landscape. So any confusion here? It's clear regarding 15 number. 4 instances for SAP plus one database. Total 5. Quality 5. Production also 5. But if you have more instances in production, again this count changes. I'm giving a standard scenario. Okay, one example I'm giving. Usually production will have more instances than development and quality, but in this example I'm going same instances, 4 4 4, 4 instances plus one database, 5 5 5, total 15. Now same way BW also 15 servers. BW development D21 also 4 instances, 1 database, 5. Quality 4 plus 1 5. Production 4 plus 1 5. Total 15. Like that, I have 6 components. 15 into 6, 90 servers you have. So this is your project system size. Now tell me, how many basis consultants you required? Is it possible with 1 or 2 people or 3 people? No, right? Because if I recruited a BW developer, he can work only on these 3 systems. Or maybe instances we have multiple, only that. He can't touch ECC or he can't touch CRM. If I recruited a PA developer, he will work on these 3 only. But if I recruited a basis should have to work on all these 90 systems. That's why our team size is bigger. Okay. And round the clock we are monitoring and administering, doing the project support and all different activities are there based on your client requirement. Different teams, even though your basis probably you are in implementation, some other team in support, some other team in only for monitoring that L1, some other teams in project side like upgrading, patches or migration, like that. Different projects will run, all will taken care of a basis only based on your expertise and experience. Okay, but indirectly we are supporting all these 90 systems, so we might require at least 78 members to handle all this basis team. So it all depends upon your landscape. Okay, so as I told yesterday, landscape is the arrangement of systems: development, quality, production, which shows the flow of objects. What is the meaning of flow of objects? In the transport mechanism we will see minimum 3 system landscape is recommended, maximum 8 system landscape we can go in SAP. Okay, this is about SID guys. Any questions please here? No, right? Any questions? Srini, Lizzie, Arif? Right, now we are going to see the work process overview. Okay, so as yesterday I was about to start this. Right, now in every instance of your application layer, we know that we have 7 types of work process. Of course, to say only 5 work process, but 2 are services, but we will treat it as 7 only. Okay, so one is dialog, background, enqueue, update, message, gateway, and support. So each work process is represented by its first letter. Okay, except the update. Update is represented by U.